action.
Hola, hola.
Yeah, buddy. Third one to get the clacker. I just like to acknowledge that every time.
Nice. I'm getting a real behind the scenes look today.
LJ got a behind the scenes look at the new studio coming together. It's not complete. Obviously, there's nothing on the shelves, but like this is the general look.
I got to see Gabby does do all the heavy lifting in here.
It's not just for show. Yeah. No, I literally don't do anything. I set up the camera.
Yeah. Hey, you're the talent.
Yes, exactly. I'm the face.
Right.
I'm the pretty face.
Exactly. And you brought a pretty face on today.
Yeah, right? Even more. I'm smart enough to know I gotta bring pretty faces on. But LJ, welcome to the show, bro.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming all the way out here from Texas, getting the little South Bay tour, which we can get into for a second. But
yes, sir.
For those of you out there who don't know, LJ has been doing a little bit of everything in the beach volleyball world, and I'm excited to get into it. Starting with ATX Beach, your bread and butter out in Texas. I had the pleasure of going out there and putting on a little clinic.
Yeah.
What was that, last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was the first league. Yeah,
and then you got Sam Wannabes, which is kind of legendary. I'm excited to get into that, and I've been kind of knowing about that since I first came on tour, working with AVP, along with a million other things that I'll let you describe. But thanks for coming out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
I told Casey Patterson this morning when I saw him training on the Strand that I'm doing the business venue owner grind. It's not the player grind, but it feels very similar.
I should have told you to tell Casey to get his butt on the pod.
I did. He had voice training, he said, this afternoon.
See, he's always got something. Voice training, right?
Yeah.
Voice training for the podcast.
Right. I tried to get him to come on. I figured getting his perspective would have been great as a retired player, but I have an Olympian retired player hosting, so even better.
Yeah, exactly. How was your tour? I mean, like you literally flew in this morning, right?
Flew in this morning to do my own press tour about AVP Austin next month,
and then walked around the South Bay. I mean, you've been here before, but like you got like the normal middle of the week kind of like vibe of the South Bay,
which is kind of surreal because for me as a fan, seeing Rosie Rosenthal and Casey training Kame Shock and James Shaw 30 feet away. And I'm like, wow. And the rest of the Strand is just walking on by. And I'm like, don't you know what's out there? 3 Olympians, maybe a future one there in front of you for free.
Yeah.
You can interact, talk to them, shag balls if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's been a great day. And finishing it up here in the SANDCAST is awesome.
The weather's crazy, by the way. Like, this is not normal. You came on the hottest day. By the way, we haven't figured out the AC in the studio yet, so... Luckily, you're from Texas, so you get it.
Heat is fine. I'm also wearing a heavy hoodie because it has the branding, the ATX Beach branding. Yeah. So I guess I want to start with like ATX Beach, I guess.
Yeah.
So the main purpose of this was to talk about AVP Austin at ATX Beach. Yeah. AVP is coming back to Austin for the first time in 3 years, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because they came for league twice.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
But we're doing the actual tournament at ATX Beach, which is an 8-court venue with a sports bar in North Austin. We do a lot of AVP Next there. We've done AVP Next Triple Crowns. I think we've done 8 of them. Mm-hmm. Tim Baumgren and Avery Drost won last weekend.
Yeah, I heard
We've
about
had Gina Rango. We've had Win one. We've had Pete and DJ won one. We've had a lot of big name winners that are AVP main draw players. So we're hoping to produce a better product for AVP Austin next month.
Yeah, that's going to be sick. I mean, you guys, Austin's definitely one of my favorite stops in terms of fan bases. I don't feel like I ever got to really properly pay. I weirdly missed a lot of events. I was sick that one or 2 years when it was going to town. I played once with Trev, but that's when it was at like the softball field.
The Craig Field,
Craig Field. And then I came back, but I was with Wilcox, and we were reserve players, so we just did the.
Did y'all get?
I never got to like play in a solid.
Did y'all get a semi or a final when you and Trevor played?
We lost to Andy and Phil, who
won it.
I think we were in the semis
because they beat Troy in the final.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was a semi.
That should have been Troy's W. They were kind of dominating that final, and then.
Well, in hindsight, that was Andy's first win, so we didn't really know how good Andy was going to be. True. Now in hindsight, you're like, Phil and Andy, I guess that was a pretty strong team.
Phil definitely became Phil once it was close and it was crunch time.
Well, we thought Phil was we've been waiting for Phil to dwindle off for 10 years now. And that was one of those where me and Trev playing them, we're like, we got him. And then Phil bounced one like 5 feet. Just, he's still got that. Okay, well.
I heard you talk about that with Troy on today's podcast.
Oh, yeah, the drop today.
yeah. Keep my streak. Just let everybody know I am that nerd that has listened to every single SANDCAST y'all have done. Was it 8 years, 7 years?
Yeah, I think 8 at this point.
One time Madison was like, "You're kidding me, right?" And I was like, "Don't worry, Madison. I watched all of your videos too."
yeah.
Some of us, put the fan in fanatic, which is, to me, what the sport needs.
Yeah, that's actually a conversation we were having earlier, right? It's like, what's there's a blurred line between a fan and a player, which isn't always the case for most sports. Like a pickup recreation player in basketball is like clearly a pickup recreation. They know it, fans know it, everything. Yeah. But here it gets a little bit, the lines get blurred a little bit, and I don't know.
You don't go to an NFL game and say, I'm a football player.
Right.
But everybody that goes to a beach volleyball tournament, not everybody, but most consider themselves a player. And so I feel like that player fan, use a good word, blurred. And we need to do what we can to get more fans that are not players.
You know what would be cool? I just thought of is like in golf where you have your pro card.
Yeah.
Like maybe there's something, maybe SANDCAST. You have to have your SANDCAST card to claim pro.
Well, y'all have certifications here, right, with CBVA, don't y'all?
Yeah, but that's pretty, like, I don't know. Early on, I was like, people are asking me, are you an open, an A, or what? I was like, I don't know. Like, they're like, you're a, what's the top one? I forget.
AAA?
Yeah, you're a AAA. I was like, okay. I didn't know that I got it or how that happened.
Right.
But
you didn't have to take a test or win a tournament or...
I probably won a CBA or something, and then I got it. But I didn't, no one told me or gave me a card or...
Yeah, but like you probably won a CBVA and then won an FIVB like the same year.
Yeah,
so your path was a little different.
It was a little quick.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. We should do like, you need like a... Nowadays, it's got to be in your Apple Wallet, maybe.
Yeah.
Your card with a QR code. Like,
I like
you're
it.
pro. Let me see that. Let me see your...
What is it? The Nike is the one before you get your PGA card.
Yeah, something like that, right? Yeah.
That's actually
kind of cool, actually.
We might have come up with a good idea.
Maybe we have a sponsor that gets to be on the card if you want to pay.
There's the word sponsor. We're all looking for those sponsors.
That's another thing, right? Yeah. Well, it starts with the sport, right? The product.
So when you were playing... Did you pursue sponsors through an agent, or how did you go about that?
That was my main focus was, first of all, early on. I won fairly early, and I kind of assumed in my head, it's like, if you win, then the sponsors come. You get paid. And then you win, and you're like, they're not coming.
Yeah.
So then I kind of was reaching out, and I just realized my word wasn't very strong. Not like an agent's, right? Like, because the brand wants to know that the agent understands the numbers and like their values and blah blah blah. You know, they want to speak the same language.
ROI and all that stuff.
Not just some kid being like, "Hey, will you pay me some money?" But I think what was smart of me was I realized like I just want an agent to teach me. Once I learn all this stuff, then I can maybe do it on my own. And then later on, as I went and I learned more and more, I felt like I learned at a faster learning curve than most.
Yeah.
I was able to really be a part of it. That's what I asked my agent. I was like, hey, I want to be in on all the meetings. I'll let you do it all. Like, you teach me, you show me what's going on here, but I want in on everything. I want to hear all the meetings. And that's exactly what my agent wanted to hear. So he was like, all right, I'll roll with this guy. Like, he's not just wanting me to do everything. He wants to be a part of it, wants to learn. But at the end of the day, we had this rapport of like, all right, I'm going to go to work. Maybe I get contacts, right? I'm speaking to sponsors at the beach or whatever. Right. Hey, let's chat later. And then I got to know when to bring my agent in. And then I got to know, the dialogue of it, which my agent teaches me. And then I got to know when I got to step in and close the deal. Cause it's like, at the end of the day, you're trying to partner with me, not my agent, which is super valuable to an agent. And then I got to know when to step away again. Like, all right, we got a deal. Okay, I'll let you guys do contracts and negotiate. I don't need to do negotiating. I'll let him do that. So it kind of became the good cop, bad cop thing too, right? Where I don't want to do the like, bro, like that's too low. I want it higher and I deserve this. It's like, no, I can just be purely like on your team. I'm ready to go. Just got to figure it out with my agent kind of thing.
Because as a venue owner, I'm struggling with, I'll be honest, I'm struggling with that sponsorship aspect. Like, what direction do I take for that? Like, I posting content. We've had some viral videos. The pros definitely know about ATX Beach. Austin knows about ATX. Texas knows about ATX Beach. But that pitch to the sponsor is something that I'm still trying to learn a year and a half into owning a venue.
Yeah, it's about understanding what they want, what they're looking for. Because at the end of the day, like, usually you're talking to someone in the marketing department, right? Maybe it's a smaller company, but they have a job. They have a bottom line. Figuring out what their bottom line is and making their life easy. Hey, these are the numbers you're looking for. What numbers are you guys looking for? Here's the numbers you're looking for. I got this right here. You can take this straight to your higher ups. Like, making their life kind of easy and understanding what they need. A lot of times nowadays it comes down to social media numbers. Other brands are more focused. Like, there's a few different areas where they can focus, right? Like, we want exposure. We want people to see our stuff in person, activating on-site kind of thing. Which the tough thing is, that seems like I keep hearing less and less of brands wanting that, which is kind of.
I listen to a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk or Gary V, whatever, and he talks about how we're in an interest media economy now instead of social media economy, and it's about really pinpointing and getting that niche crew, which obviously kind of the SANDCAST, y'all definitely own the podcast market for beach volleyball players and fans, and trying to make that shift to, well, how will that attract a sponsor to a venue that does big events? Like, we're doing more big events than any other venue probably in the country, from AVP Next to Cities Challenge to, we're doing an FIVB style format. We're hosting UT's East versus West, which USC and Stanford and UCLA will be there next weekend. Yeah. So we've got the events. So I know that should also provide exposure for the sponsor. Right. But getting in front of the right person is kind of where I'm looking for some advice, and talking to people like you and Casey. Yeah. Because y'all done it. You know?
Casey was pretty good at it too, and he just put in his time. To be honest. I'd say I'm still a rookie with it too, though. I'm still trying to learn as well. We're in a unique spot with the pod where we're kind of transitioning from sponsors that used to work with me and the pod to just the pod. Yeah. But it seems like it's just about evolving. Like, so for example, Gabby is in the social media influencer world, right? Making money off brand deals there. There's a lot of money in that world, which we're realizing. But she has a social media agent, and her social media agent is talking a whole different language than the stuff that I would used to talk about. Yeah. But that's where a lot of the money's at nowadays. It's the engagement and the this and all those social things.
Do you feel that SANDCAST still needs to push for the sponsors, or do you think that's because y'all been doing it so long? You gotta go get them. Okay.
You get lucky sometimes where they'll come to you. There's times when you could see a sponsor come. They wanted to enter the sport, whether it's AVP or at some other level, and then we get in touch. Hey, we're also here. This is another avenue, and they're like, oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, we want that too. Sometimes they want to own the whole sport, like have their logo all over the sport. So that's luckily for us. We're like, well, we're a part of it. Right. We're a part of that equation. But you have to adapt and evolve. Like I said, like, things are different now than they were in the beginning. So that's why I'm having to readapt and reshift. We just actually did a deal with Slunks where they wanted something unique. They didn't want just the standard commercial. They wanted something unique. So we're doing the Slunk of the Week.
I heard that,
on Instagram.
Taylor won this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Big surprise. No, he was playing great. But so that's exciting that we actually have Slunks coming in on it. You can do one-off stuff, right? Like title sponsor, title sponsors for your events kind of thing.
Chris Reams and I have been talking about doing a collaboration for probably 7 years.
It took us a while to get cream. I golf with him. He's my buddy, but we finally got something.
Because I wanted to do Sand Wannabes, when I thought about making San Wannabes a brand. And then when ATX Beach opened up, I was like, okay, well now I have a place to sell merch.
Yeah.
So Chris, let's do something. But you just run out of time.
And look how fast he's growing and
yeah.
evolving and doing all that. So he's busy, which I'm trying to get him locked down on the pod as well.
Well, he'd be a funny one.
He's just busy. Yeah. He'd be great. He'd be really
no
good.
filter.
No, that's
Get him some drinks before
exactly
the pod.
what we want. Oh yeah, if we get a little drinks in the system, the pod always changes.
I went to
for the best.
a P1440 event, and every kid there had a Slunks backpack on.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how crazy it was getting.
Yeah.
In Hawaii, the kids are loving it. And then my buddy's son, which is crazy. Like my buddy I played college ball with, his son is now, I know this is happening everywhere, but like he's older now, getting into like the whatever 15, 16-year-old game. And he's like, Slunks. Oh, I love Slunks. I'm trading Slunks at the whatever Junior Olympics. And I'm like, you guys trade Slunks?
That's crazy, like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I was like, what? I know the owner. It's my buddy. He's like, what? You know the owner? I was like, oh my God.
When he was just making them out of his parents' house, right?
When did it turn into this? I'm like, good for them, man. It's awesome. And then they expanded on the girls' side.
Yeah. But Slunks, yes, they did a lot of social media with Slunks family, but I feel like it's a true, like the people are what grew it. It wasn't like this great, incredible marketing plan, and he didn't hire some big agency. It was just the
branding's great, right? Yeah. It's recognizable, but other than that, people just want to wear it.
Yeah, like, he just kept on producing and creating new designs, and all of a sudden, it is the brand in our sport. Which I heard about some Primal shorts brand from like 30 years ago that was supposedly
coming back.
Yeah, it's because
they're all coming back. Right. We see some of the old brands come back.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, I read a lot of what Kent writes, and I'm like, the 90s aren't coming back, everybody.
I agree. I mean, I hear a lot. We've heard it all, and it's just like we don't need it back either.
Yeah,
we need to adapt to where we're at. I don't know if there's a time in history, and I'm probably wrong here, but when things have changed so much over just 2-3 decades.
Oh yeah.
So like for us to be like, oh well, this worked in the 90s. Like, come on, man.
It's a new era.
We didn't have cell phones.
Yeah, didn't have cell phones. Internet was just coming out.
Yeah.
Beach volleyball I don't know why it was what it was. Why did they have 10,000 people on the beach? Because
I'll give you maybe a guess. They had wet T-shirt contests.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody thinks. Right. Yeah.
You can't do that.
It was I don't think it was that. I think also
probably not.
Attention wasn't as split like it is now. I mean, you open up your phone Saturday morning. You're a dad. I'm a dad. It gives you 20 different things you can do every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
Where back then it was like, okay, it's a Saturday in May. There's a beach volleyball tournament going
100%.
on.
Let's go outside.
Yeah, we'll check that out.
Yeah. No, it's true. I think it could be going in the right direction. The product just keeps getting better in terms of the quality of volleyball, and when people watch the sport in person, they love it.
Yeah.
Or when they watch it on TV, even it's just usually if people come across it on TV, they don't know the players, they don't know the stories, they don't know even the sport itself. So that's the tricky part, I think.
So I'll give you an example. So for our AVP Next Triple Crowns, we have 3 to 5 photographers come out for all of them, pro bono, because of the content, like you just said, because the sport is as good as it's ever been when it comes to the athletic feats and the training and the going all in.
Yeah.
And these guys just come because they're like, hey, I'm filming athletic, attractive people doing special things that other people can't do outside, and so that tells me it's there. It's just how do we capitalize on that it factor? But these photographers obviously see it. So if they see it, I know we can get it to break out again. As a venue owner, I want every venue in America to have these big, bad arse events.
Yeah.
Not just ATX Beach, because I feel like I deserve it. I've been friends with the players. Jeff Samuels was the first pro player I ever became friends with, like in 2013 through Bobby Jones at Project Serve. And then I met Troy when he was coming to Austin for events. And the effort y'all are putting in, like today, every coach brought their own antennas, their own balls, their own stand, had to go get a parking put more money in the parking.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
it's not NFL. You pull up to the facility,
no.
and you're there for the day, and you got everything.
But that's,
although USA Volleyball is pretty nice.
I heard that's improving, but that's special that y'all did this. Like, I walked up your hill today, and after double Achilles surgery, let me tell you,
I think I stay in good shape.
And you did that every day, I'm sure, training. Yeah. And I think that's what we need to get more out. I know everybody talks about F1. I don't think we'll ever have the production of that, but tell the story. I remember Rafa Casada is one of my best friends. He's an Austin kind of famous player in Austin. And him and Troy Slicker qualified in 2017. And I kept on telling him, tell your story, because we knew they were playing well. We knew they could qualify. And they had to go through 4 matches, and they did. And that was like my theme, was tell your story, because there is a story to be told. Yeah. You know? We're
going to try to bring back Beyond the Sand, which our YouTube series with Frito filming it.
By the way, Frito's stuff is great.
Yeah, he's getting better and better. It's been cool. But he's down to create some more. We're trying to kind of hash it out now. But yeah, we're trying to figure out too, like, how do we want to expand, and like what else might the fans want to see, which is cool that you have that perspective of like, what would you want to see if it was a little more, obviously they'll kind of follow us around venues and tournaments and like what's going on during that time mixed in with gameplay. But yeah, what else is interesting to you?
Well, you said something on Troy's podcast today, it was released today. The players are the product, obviously. And I try to provide a great player experience at all our events, because I realize that without the players, you don't have a good event. If you provide a good event, you'll get the better players. And you'll get them to talk and evangelize your event, which only helps things. But then you said there's also a responsibility of the fan. And that's what I am trying to push out there. Like, I created the Sand Wannabes, which I'll admit was a Texas version of the Wannabes, but it blew up. We have Facebook groups for all the major cities in Texas, and it became something where I wanted it to become the VFW or Elks Lodge. If you were a Sand Wannabe in Baltimore and you were moving to Austin, you could just be plugged into that community.
Oh, I got you.
And I was hoping those fan groups would blow up, but they only blew up really in the Texas cities.
Got you. Okay.
And if you advertise in a San Wannabe city in Texas, you'll do really well for that city. But we need something we need San Wannabe's USA.
And those other boys are in Chicago.
They're the Gulf Coast.
Oh, Gulf Coast.
Yeah. So and those guys are great.
I just see them in Chicago.
Sean Hema, Jeremy Trotty, they created the Wannabes, but they're big Super Bowls, FUDs, spring and fall. Where I was trying to create a network. You know, and I succeeded in Texas. It's actually how I funded getting ATX Beach open. Was I basically did crowdfunding through San Wannabes. I said, hey, y'all been wanting a big venue in Austin for over a decade. We found a place. Well, I'll give you tours.
Is it an old driving range?
Yeah, it's an old driving range.
Perfect.
And we repurposed it, and so you have parking, you have space, you have a little building for a sports bar, but it was the community that came through.
It was cool. It was cool to see it all, and the facility, the bar, and everything.
It actually made me start looking for other driving ranges that have shut down in other cities, because maybe that's the blueprint for.
Was there another one in Texas?
Not at a driving range that I know of. Well, District 249 in Houston, in Tomball, Randy Metter owns that, and he actually built my courts. He's a great court builder for everybody out there, Randy Metter. He wins the Motherlode seniors or masters every year. He said you want to look for something that's already been developed, like a car dealership. He built his on an old rodeo grounds.
Right.
So, but man, driving ranges shut down all over the country.
Yeah.
When Topgolfs came up and everything. So
totally.
If you're looking, that's the space to change things for venues that aren't on a beach. Because I'll put Texas, our beach volleyball scene. If you're not on a coast, if you're not in Florida or California, we have the #1 beach volleyball scene. And I know that my Ohio friends and my Michigan friends.
Who else would try to claim it, you think?
They're Chicago. They're really proud of their 3 months they can play outside. But
Oak Street, are they all Oak Street?
All Oak Street, and that beach is disappearing. The lake is swallowing it up.
I've had a few events over the years where whatever, there's maybe a little storm or something, and the players' tent was getting hit by waves early on.
Is this the ocean? But I do put Texas on the map. We're not California. Y'all serve more aggressively. Y'all get to play the best versus the best. I always hear iron sharpens iron, type of deal. But if you are not on a coast, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, for sure, beach volleyball is
Yeah.
it is happening there.
I believe it based on what I've seen and the facilities and I mean, it's so cool. When the McKibbins came out and did their 4-man, just to show like, oh, people will show up if we go out and if we show up and do something special, which was awesome because we got to stay at a lake house with all the players.
Yeah, you'll get to do real world lake house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which we should run that back again, actually.
I'm glad you brought that up because Corey Salter, owner of Sharp Vision Modern LASIK, shout out Corey. We are pushing on him. It needs to happen again. Yeah. So we need to bring it up more often because I know that there hasn't been a better format. Well, maybe I haven't been to Steve Obradovich's events, and he's posting hopefully in Austin this year.
Oh, the ones in
like the Newport one, he did Kansas City. But that Sharp Vision format,
completely different vibe.
Yeah.
There was something about the Sharper Vision format and with the McKibbins that us players all staying in the same house, the same area, documenting it.
Vibe, fun.
Yeah, we were on the lake. The other 4-man was awesome, great. It felt like a normal event. Though. You show up, player fours.
Yeah. There's
little events around it, but it wasn't like that. And then the venue and the people there, they were all
right on top of you. Yeah.
We were interacting with them really well. It was fun.
That's the one viral video I've ever had there was a big hit where Casey set Troy and someone said hit that ish. And it blew up, and I think part of that was because of the atmosphere, and you could tell that people were into it. Yeah. And I'm not one of those people that believes that fours is the ultimate answer for our sport, but when it comes to the action, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat, especially when guys like you are playing. Yeah.
It's just little enough players on the court to where you can finesse some balls down because you don't want to take that part of it.
Yeah.
6-man. Barely any finesse.
Right.
Left
All power.
All power. Fours on the beach it's nice.
You could still play that.
Yeah. Hey, I'm open. I've been rehabbing. I'm like 6 months in now.
You don't have to hit. You can just do Casey's roll. You can just set.
Dude, yeah, I know. Everyone wants me to in Hawaii this winter. I got talked into it. I was setting, but then it's like, but we want you to block full time too. I'm like, my neck doesn't like blocking quite yet, but I mean, it would be so hard to pass on going out and playing in one of any event the McKibbins would decide to put on, which I know they're super busy right now.
Well, you need the beast to come out and hit, is what you're saying. You can't just lay back and set.
It's hard not to. Well, no, I'll set. I'm down to set.
Well, if it'll save your neck, right?
Set and dig, yeah.
But we need the Sharp Vision, McKibbins, 4-man, whatever you want to call it. We definitely need that back. And I wanted it at ATX Beach, but it doesn't have to be at ATX Beach. We did it here on 16th Street, didn't we, that first year?
Yeah.
And that was a good one.
Yeah. He had some NBA guys come out.
Who was it? Jefferson and
Luke Walton.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Well,
we don't have any NBA players.
Trust me,
that play volleyball.
When I'm talking with McKibbins or all these guys involved, the ideas are constantly fun. Yeah. But it's a matter of, we only got so much time.
Money, time, bandwidth. Family.
Exactly.
Both McKibbins have kids now. You have a kid, and so I get it.
Yeah.
2 kids, right?
I got 2. Travis got 2 now.
Yeah, so
he had to move across the country to go take a real job.
Yeah.
One day we want just Travis to be full-time SANDCAST.
Well, that's why y'all have to do the tour.
Well, yes.
Y'all talk about that tour all the time. That's one of those ideas.
We talk about a lot.
Yeah, just get it done.
Ideas are going. Getting it done is the tricky part. I have a good feeling about
it. You need speaking of sponsors, start pushing for that Mercedes-Benz van or RV.
The Sprinter van?
Yeah. Like dude. You'll put a sign on the side, you go across the country.
So I'm RVing across the country in a few weeks.
Okay.
Which is happening through my wife and her work. And I was thinking I've been visualizing that our SANDCAST tour and driving in an actual RV or a wrapped with signage like Sprinter van or something. But yeah, we don't have time to do that.
Y'all could get it to be college game day like if y'all arrived.
Well, that's what we wanted to do for it. We might actually do our own version of that for AVP this year.
Okay.
Which we should get into because you got ATX Beach, San Wannabes. And then you're running
Cities Challenge.
Yeah. fill people in on what exactly that is. I think that's a great idea. And then AVP. Let's get into that.
So we'll start with AVP Austin is next month.
Yeah.
I'm doing it old school like they used to do. April 16th qualifier, April 17th and 18th main draw. We're doing the finals under the lights. I'm tired of these Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon finals that don't have much vibe. So if we do it under the lights, obviously alcohol will help that vibe. But I think that it'll be more exciting.
It's a natural spotlight, like literally.
NVL did their finals under the lights a few times. I think Atlanta AVP did their finals under the lights once. I'm not sure.
It wasn't the finals. It was the Saturday night matches. Were all at night. And
electric,
one of
right?
my favorite venues. Yeah. At night in a tennis stadium, those were like, I mean, any night matches for me with fans and lights is.
Well, that's what our plan is. So Saturday night finals, women's first, then men's, and then Sunday a stay and play single gender 4-man. So if people want to stick around and get some more volleyball, we'll have a big 4-man on Sunday. Not a huge one, just more of a like, hey, we're not ready to be done with this event. We're also doing a player party downtown because the players always talk about how they miss the players parties.
Yeah.
So we rented. There's a new bar called Martha Lights, and Nick Adams owns it. He also he hosted the Kung Fu Saloon because he owns those after parties back in the day, 17, 18, 19. So we will have a players party. But the one you
have to in Austin. I feel like it's just the vibes too. The nightlife.
6th Street. Everybody knows about 6th Street.
Yeah.
The big one, Cities Challenge. So this is something that I'm excited about. Casey Patterson came out and commentated for it. It is the college format for adults. So it's a squad of 10 to 12 players on your roster. You choose your 5 best teams. You play Saturday or the first day, either pool play or modified pool play. Depends on how many teams we have.
What level players are we talking about?
So we had Denver sent a team. It had Skylar Del Sol.
It's the best team that city can put together.
Exactly. And you get one legacy player. So if you, like, for instance, Lila wants to put together a team. He could play for Houston. He could play for Honolulu, let's call it Hawaii. Or he could play for LA. Obviously, if South Bay put a team together, y'all would wreck shop. So far, the best team has been Denver. Denver's had Bazies, Skylar. A lot of main draw AVP players came for Denver. They won it, the first one. Then Austin won the second one on the men's side and the women's side. Then Houston won the men's and Austin won the women's. So we've had 3 so far.
I love that.
Phoenix came. Salt Lake City with Boise. Sometimes you can't just do a city. You have to do an area to get a competitive team together. Yeah. San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Austin always participate. I want a Miami team. I want a San Diego team. I was talking to Paul Lottman about a San Diego team.
Put one together at some
I would
point,
love a Honolulu team. Would be great. But it is literally what you see in the college championships. We have the whistle. Whenever a team gets to 3 victories, we blow the whistle and it's over and people are mad, people are happy, and it is probably the tournament that has the most passion because it hits that tribal gene. You're playing for your city, you're playing for your teammates. It's one of the I don't want to get into AVP League, positives and negatives of AVP League, but the Cities Challenge actually does create that team loyalty. I want my squad to win. And the fans are talking crap. The Houston fans were talking to the Austin people.
Because the players are from
they're from that city. And a lot of the fans are there, play with those players.
That's been, I think, a tricky part of getting the fans to really buy in because it's like, I'm from Austin, but my favorite player plays for New York.
Totally.
What do I do?
Yeah.
It's like...
Like, we had TKN, which is awesome. I mean, Austin Aces had TKN or have TKN. Well, Austin didn't need a team this season. And they're the most popular team in the world probably right now, right? But you didn't really feel that Austin love like you should. But if it was a bunch of Austin people out there, Casey and a few other people think that this could be what a league should be.
Right.
The problem is there are some issues. You need 5 courts unless you do 3 teams.
And if you have like a all Cali team dominant, you don't want one team to win, 2 teams to win, like how USA and Brazil on the World Tour used to be, right?
But is that true? Because dynasties often get the most ratings. Like everybody loves Cinderella during March Madness, but no one wants UIW to make it to the Final Four.
That's fair, yeah.
You want them to win that first round, but you usually don't want that team that you don't know to get all the way to the Final Four.
Right.
So like dynasties usually do produce ratings, memories, whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe,
or you hate that team and you keep rooting.
Yes,
You're watching
like
because
Duke,
you want them
Cowboys,
to lose so bad.
yeah.
Exactly.
And what if y'all got upset? Like y'all almost got upset in the 4-man, and that was going to be huge news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how great would it be if some upstart team? Because you only got to get you don't need to win 5. You only need to win 3.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you get lucky at the 5 and the 4, and obviously you're not going to beat the 1s if it's whatever Phil and Taylor or something like that. But who knows?
Yeah.
So Cities Challenge is something I really wanted to talk about on this podcast because
cool.
I'm looking for ideas on how we can make this bigger. So I've had some other venues reach out about hosting, but we haven't really figured out the logistics. We need a rule book, how you sanction it. Do they feed up like a USTA regionals and then you have a final, a championship somewhere? But it could definitely become a thing. And I'm saying it to everybody out there. I don't own it, but we are trying to make it something that we can own. That I'm not going to say save the sport. The sport's doing great, but it could definitely be something we add to it. Yeah. It's not like it's not like it's gonna take over. But what if you did 4 of them a year? Something like that.
Yeah.
What about one right here on
on
16th Street on 5 courts?
I think it would be great.
So that's an idea. But Cities Challenge is May 2nd and 3rd. It's our 4th one. And we are still looking for more teams. I would love Miami, San Diego, Baton Rouge, anyone, South Bay, Santa Barbara, all these places that have squads and think they're the best. Put a team in.
Prove it.
Yeah. And it's both genders. So there's 2 champions every time.
Yeah.
So and the women get pretty chippy. It's not your normal competition level. It's very serious.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully this will help promote that.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we've talked about that format being amazing for how long, right? But in terms of it coming together on the pro level, we haven't seen it. And this is one step in that direction.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to the word, it's passion. That's what Casey said. He's like, man, the care factor about winning and losing was so high and not disappointing your teammates.
That's a good point.
Yeah. And you could have a coach, too, as well. And we had to have a coach that made some cuts, and it caused some major drama. But we wanted to put the best team out. Yeah, we wanted to put the best team out there.
In pro sports, at least, or like high-level sports.
Yeah.
Coach should be under pressure, and fans should be kind of scrutinizing it a bit. Not that they should be, but that's the sign of a fan base that cares. In
the Little League Baseball, how there's always that kid that supposedly wasn't 12 years old.
Yeah.
So we would get, that player's not really, it got that serious. Well, we want to challenge that player is from that city.
Right.
Yeah, so.
That's tricky too. Like, where am I from?
Right.
I've been here for a while, but if I wanted to play for Cali.
That's where the legacy player comes in. You can get one legacy player that can meet different criteria.
Oh, okay.
And those are the kind of rules we need to put in place if it becomes something sanctioned.
Maybe like the players have to like establish and they can't change.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or like FIVB, if you want to change countries, it'll take you 2 years or something.
That's actually
Schalke had to sit off the world tour so you're gonna be careful when you choose where you're from and whatnot.
Do you want to play with these guys? Because you'll have to wait 2 years or a year if you don't.
Yeah.
Or like the transfer rule they used to have in college.
Phil and Nick almost played for Qatar.
I heard that story.
I want to bring them on have they told that on the pod?
Yeah.
They have.
I think Nick did.
Yeah. I think he did.
I mean,
I'm gonna get my water.
Yeah, no problem. Ahmed and they're not from Qatar, right?
Yeah, but we're not supposed to say that.
Sorry. Edit.
Oh, they've been there for a long time now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're national team.
I think that if we can figure out the rules, obviously bigger purses attract more players, but we just need the word out. Because I'll hear, I would have played in that, but they didn't put a team in, so now that's one of the reasons I'm here is like, hey, Cities Challenge is coming May 2nd and 3rd in Austin. Put your team in. Austin is if you do it right, Austin's a $200 round trip flight. So, and you will love the Cities Challenge. Like, you'll go back and you'll talk about it.
And they can, if they are interested, and they can hit you up and get info and kind of recommendation. Obviously, it's a whole trip for people, but
ATX
Austin's
Beach,
a really cool just place to be in general. And then when you realize that people do rally to these events, it's
people want to go to Austin. You can go watch live music and go eat great barbecue. You can go to the lake. Yeah, you can go to the lake. You can go to Barton Springs.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to do there besides just participate in the event.
Oh, that's cool.
You hit us up the players should hit us up on social media at ATX Beach Instagram, or email us. Go to our website, obviously all the usuals. But it's something we're excited about.
Yeah.
And hopefully it becomes a sanctioned series, league, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there other, I guess, groups like yourself and everyone doing what they're doing in Austin? Obviously, Houston has their own group. San Antonio has their own. But that come to mind around the rest of the country that stand out to you in terms of doing their own similar things and building up, and like maybe first of all, these are the hot pockets that we want to find and go to and highlight through the SANDCAST tour. Yeah. That has only had one stop so far.
Tampa Bay Bums.
Right, yeah, let's hear them.
That's a huge crew. Yeah. I tried to actually get them to switch their name to San Wannabes Tampa Bay. They wouldn't do it. There's pockets everywhere. Yeah. But some of those pockets are just happy being their little local group of players, and they don't want to do big events. They don't want to do FUDs. And I am I'll say it, I'm a super fan first. Mm-hmm. And because I'm friends with players, I know what y'all go through. And as a venue owner, I'm on the venue owner grind. Yeah. And it's similar to the player grind. I've said that a few times today. And so I want to work for the players because I feel like the players will then help ATX Beach and San Wannabes, and we'll get somewhere. Yeah. That the fact that people say there's a problem with the beach volleyball right now, like when it comes to the numbers of people playing, it's not true. Mm-hmm. When it comes to there's no money in beach volleyball, there are 3 tournaments a weekend in Austin per day on the weekends. Mm-hmm. It's just we're not bringing it all into pro volleyball.
It's all spread very thin.
Yeah. Sort of like the indoor. How many indoor women's leagues are we going to have before they realize there just needs to be one? Like what happened?
How many? I couldn't tell. Maybe when my daughter's older and maybe she plays volleyball, I'll figure out this whole indoor youth volleyball scene. But like when I was younger, we're in Hawaii, so we didn't know about all that stuff. Yeah. But it was Junior Olympics. We played all our Hawaii tournaments. We went to the Junior Olympics. Now there's like a million different tournaments, and these are expensive. People are flying their families out. Yeah. Oh, I'm in so and so this week because there's a tournament in this convention center. I'm like, gee.
I call the indoor volleyball scene and the beach volleyball junior scene gang warfare.
Yeah, money is being spent. Put it that way.
Yeah, and my daughter plays for this club, and then the coach is claiming, I am the reason that player got a scholarship. No, I'm the reason that player got a scholarship.
Oh Lord, yeah. And that's the stuff that makes me not want to get into any of that.
Well,
coaches come at me. I'm just like, our parents come at me and just like, man.
We've entered the club scene. We have an ATX Juniors club. Willie Buchanan is our director, and we have a club that's new, and they're starting to win, and I see the junior scene as a different animal because parents are so passionate. Like it's almost like dogs aren't the problem. The dog owner is. The kids aren't the problem. It's usually the parent. But
100%, yeah.
So we're trying to, take the drama down a level when we can.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
No, that's the call. It's definitely a call. I got to coach my first season of kindergarten basketball this year.
How'd that go?
It was great.
There she is, the star. Right?
Yeah, the star's behind camera right now. It was amazing. Yeah, I learned so much about coaching. And
were you the calm coach, or were you the?
I was the assistant. Yeah, it was Aaron Watchvogel actually, who's also on Manhattan Beach Pier.
Okay.
He retired kind of right when I came in. Our daughters are super good friends, and he was head coach. I was assistant, so I didn't really. It wasn't that much of a commitment, but. It was kind of funny because people ask me if I'm going to get into coaching. I'm like, I already did.
Yeah.
I'm starting now. I like my fundamentals to be in line. So I'm starting at kindergarten. Yeah. And if I go to pro or college, I'm going to slowly move up the ladder and have all my bases covered.
But are you why aren't you playing better even though they're only 5? Or are you they're just 5. I'm okay.
No, yeah. It's just I hope you're happy.
Okay.
There was plenty of throw your wristband and I'm gonna leave the game right now. Right, okay, you're in. Just middle of the game.
My boy's Rogan is 5 years old and he's in his 4th season of soccer, and I'll say that he's not going to be Messi or Ronaldo. Right. And I have to tell myself he's 5. Mm-hmm. They're still
no, I get the temptation though, because I'm on both sides of it now, right? Coaching and parenting, and sometimes you have to remind yourself, like, oh, like, you shouldn't be caring about the result or
Right,
like that they
right.
score or whatever. Like, care that they're happy and that they're enjoying themselves. And
But the kids know the score. We don't keep score.
oh,
But
100%. They're
yeah.
super competitive. Hey, don't push on the camera or don't touch the don't touch the table. Don't touch the table because it shakes the camera. See, we have proof that our 5-year-old's
we have
camera.
assistant producer in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our shot's still good.
The scorekeeping though, they're 5, but we scored 4, they scored 3. They know, so we might as well start keeping score.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. It's fun though. I'm into it.
I'm looking forward to the sports journey because I went on the sports journey, but as the average in every sport or below average, and most is what my friends will say because I just said that. I think that's why I went down this beach volleyball, hosting tournaments and building a venue was because I just wanted to be around sports. Yeah.
I mean, the community building of it and all that. And now that I'm not stepping out of it, but like for the first time in my life, I'm not actively playing all the time, which for me, like I was on the stand-up paddle today and like I can't stop moving, but I'm just realizing that so much of like who I am and what I've built is through sport.
Oh,
and just movement and being outside and competing with people and against people. And it's interesting now because I'm realizing that my nervous system is wound up to like go, compete all the time. And now if I'm just parenting all day, I feel this like thing boiling inside me. I gotta like.
You need something.
I gotta go. I gotta do something. I gotta like go, not win, but like be productive, right? Like achieve something, or I don't know what it is, but
you always talk about how you never even knew the score.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother.
But I think that's because you're so in the moment. Like the score doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to win this point, and the next point, and the next point.
I'm trying to apply that now too. Like it's actually interesting. The deeper I go, because I'm trying to, psychologically get through this transition of like, I don't want to be anxious in my regular day now that I'm not competing and whatnot. So I do a lot of these meditations and stuff that I've been practicing for years. And I was telling some of the boys the other day that they had me out there helping at practice, and I was like, guys, honestly, if I came back, I would triple down on what I'm saying in terms of just meditating your way through practice. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's my brain. Yes, I was diagnosed with ADHD, which I never bought into. But like, maybe that's why I saw results so early on, is when I meditated and it helped me so much. But the more I do it, the more I'm like, someone prove to me why you need to know this. You do need to know the score to know what kind of serve. You don't need to bomb a jump serve if it's match point and some guy's struggling, or like there's situations where you should know the score. Yeah. You can generally know the score.
Right.
Like I know when I need to know the score or not, kind of thing is what you need.
I just remember watching you do the switch. Like you start.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, you go back to serve and turn and go. It's my turn to serve. Yeah. Like I told you this when you retired, so sorry to turn the interviewing a little bit on you, but good. From 21 to probably 23, you were arguably the best U.S. player, without it. I mean, for sure. What do you think? Why do you think those? In my opinion, those were your 3 best years. I know you won with John back in the beginning, but why do you think 21 through 23 were like the crescendo?
No, for sure. If I had to claim years of getting to that point, which I don't label, but it's cool to hear fans or someone say that. I mean, the talent was super high. There's guys in the prime of their career in terms of experience and talent all coming together all at once. Prime Phil had a really long run there as the top guy, where no one could dethrone him as the best player hands down. Right. For, I think Jake maybe snuck an MVP in there, but everyone knew Phil was that dude.
Because Jake was still losing to Phil though, even when he was winning those.
It was first of all, I grinded my whole, however long, 7-8 year long career. Early on, I got in with the top guys. So my peers, the guys that I'm grinding against are the Jake, Casey, Phil, Nick, Haydens, Theo was there. I'm probably missing one or Mayer and Doherty and those guys. And so I got in with them early, and I felt like I wanted to beat them while they were there,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I did my best to do that. However high I climbed within that ranks of those guys,
Right.
I don't know. But when they left, it was like, now it's my time,
Your time,
kind of
right.
thing. You know? Or when they dwindle off and maybe we're playing part-time or whatever. And so
The bubble year.
I just continued, and I pressed hard through COVID. I pressed hard through all the times because I believed that I could. And then when I finally got back from the sickness and I got back to the Manhattan finals, and I broke my hand the year before, and Reed got to play for me. It was just, there was so much motivation. I think I would say that match, my final to win my first Manhattan, was like peak Tri.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like, I'm not letting this. I don't care if Trevor plays good, bad. I don't even know how Trevor played. Obviously I know he played well, right. And it was a really good match, because I remember like being like, feeling like I was gonna take it into my hands at any point. If Trevor put it up on 2, I was taking it. If
Did y'all beat Bug or in that
we
one?
beat Casey and
You beat Casey in the block at the block and the angle block at the end.
yeah, Casey and Chase in the final.
Yeah, I saw
we
you
had Jake and Taylor in the semi.
Yeah,
but it was that was kind of it, where it was like, in terms of this crew here, like, this is my time. I've been building it. I've been working for it, and then the 2 years, and obviously Trevor's just been solid, and he's kind of proven when he's not with me, because I don't know. I feel like people gave me a lot of credit because the way I play.
Yeah.
I hit the ball way more. I jump serving more, but we were just a good team together.
I thought the best year I played was Bubble. I mean,
the Bubble year?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was fun too.
Yeah, I thought that was. So tell me whether I'm wrong about this. In that final, I think Loyola was your coach?
The one against
Phil
and Nick?
Manhattan Beach.
Manhattan
against
one.
Casey.
Yeah, Loyola was.
He told y'all to dive angle in overtime
for the win.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I was watching him, and I know I almost, and people are like, yeah, whatever, LJ. I was like,
flew
no.
off that bench.
Yeah,
that's what was cool too, because we were a true team, us three, and it wasn't like the coach feeling like, oh, I gotta let the boys have the moment. Like, he knew he was a part of it.
Right.
Us three were grinding for a long time. The whole Olympic, not debacle, but like, we didn't get to go to the Olympics together, and so that moment of him just like freaking out and me freaking out.
Kind of reminded me of Steve Young when he got the monkey off his back, kind of 100%. Comparison. I hate to age myself. Yeah. Because that was 94.
You know what's funny? So I made the finals with Hayden, twice. 2 years in a row. We lost both years before I got sick, whatever. And then I had match point against Casey. They were receiving, but it was our match point, and Hayden told me to drop angle block. I've told this story before.
I haven't
if
heard
the set's
it.
inside, he said if the set's inside, drop on it, dive angle. If the set stays outside on his right shoulder, go up, touch the high line, and I'll drop into the pocket. And set went up. From what I remember, it was just like a normal set. It wasn't one side or the other. So I go, okay, normal set. It's not dying, and I press. I go high. I let him hit low seam. Hayden bails for the high line.
I have it.
Like, and he looks at me like, oh, block that. I was like, dude, I didn't.
I was listening to you.
Yeah, I thought
I did what I was supposed to.
And then we ended up losing that, and then I sat on my butt for 2 years and couldn't play in the Manhattan 5. I watched other people win it, and then I broke my hand and watched Trevor win it without me.
That had to be the one that stings the most.
Am I ever gonna get another shot here? So then the next year I make it, and I was like, I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
And just in terms of confidence, commitment, and like being present.
Was the first one more sweet than back to back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, first one, because you never know your whole life. Am I ever going to get on this pier?
Right.
So that one was that. And then the second year, our motivation, our focus didn't really fall off.
Yeah.
And then, Theo and Cam had no chance in that final.
Yeah.
We saw their energy kind of dwindling, and we just kept twisting the knife.
Yeah, y'all put the hammer down on that one. I've been to all the finals since I think 17.
Dang.
Yeah. And it's by far my favorite.
Of Trevor.
Even a lot of Trevor.
Crab.
And never Trevor, definitely changed to almost always Trevor, which is kind of crazy.
You've seen a Hawaiian in the final every time.
Oh yeah.
A Hawaii boy, I should say.
I was really happy that Bug got his. I feel like he needed to be on the pier.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sander got his.
Yeah. who's gonna, like, if you were to say who's gonna be the team of the year this year, who do you got of all the new pairings? And
Yeah, man, it's hard to go against just the easy choices right now with Taylor and Andy.
Yeah.
There seems like there's a little added motivation.
Yeah.
I, for the first time, kind of heard it. And Taylor's always, to me, Crab has always been like, felt like, you know, he's so laid back. He's just like, yeah, you know, let's go for it. I'll play. I'll just play against anyone, you know, like, let's go. But like to hear him be like, no, I want this Olympics, and I'm going with Andy, and like there's a little more like
he's driven.
Yeah, he's driven. I mean, I would be too if
he has to be
if
mad
he had
about
to
what
give
happened.
his Olympic spot to me.
Exactly.
That would have crushed me. And he realizes, you know, it might be his last chance or two.
Yeah.
Depending, I mean, I could see him playing to 50 or something, but
no
still,
player
like,
makes me
it's
say
go time.
Makes me say wow more than Taylor because of his size. On the women's side, no player made me
And
say
his
wow more than
touch.
Sarah Sponsel. Like the
Sponsel,
defense,
yeah.
you know, things they can
Yeah.
do. You said Taylor would play anything, so funny little story. He was in Austin, and we play. This is gonna sound wild. We're competitive 6-on-6 water volleyball. It's a water volleyball pool. We actually go to tournaments in Dallas every year. I took Taylor.
Way.
Oh yeah,
Tournament.
it's just the guy built a volleyball pool in his backyard, and so we've been going every year for like a decade. But I took Taylor.
This is the stuff we need to get.
right,
We need to get
Let's be the
SANDCAST
tour. So I took Taylor to play.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, he would literally
And
play in
oh
anything.
yeah, he jumped right in, and I mean, we're talking like the Austin Open players play
How
this.
deep is the
For about
water?
4 feet. Like
Okay.
Taylor Hughes plays, George Schumann, Rafa Casada, like all of our Austin best
yeah,
players
gotcha.
play water volleyball. And I was like, Taylor, I'm gonna take you to something to keep Austin weird while you're in town. And he's like, I'm game. Oh yeah. It was like he had been playing his whole life.
Sure.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
any
For
you could, that dude can play any format.
Any.
Yeah, and I mean, it was fun. Yeah, that's part of the SANDCAST tour. Come play some water volleyball.
I almost wish I could have seen how far his indoor career could have gone.
Oh, yeah.
Too, because I think he could have made Olympic teams, kind of thing, at his size. I wish I could see how my career went it too, actually. But yeah.
Yeah, y'all be
Taylor.
way more injured if y'all stayed playing indoor.
Oh,
though.
I don't regret it.
Yeah.
This is just having my cake and eating it too, kind of thing. You know, like, because indoor wise, I was just kind of figuring it out as I went to the beach, and like filling out with muscle and like growing.
Right. I have a
but
question
that
about
dude
the
was
Hawaii
nasty.
crew.
Yeah.
Was Riley the best player when y'all were growing up?
The best beach player when we were really young. I think at some point Riley might have been the best one. Him and a buddy Jacob Jenkins.
Okay.
When we were really young, they came up and did like a youth national team kind of situation. Riley knew the sport the best.
Okay.
And so me and Trevor, Brad Lawson, that was kind of our crew. This guy, Reese Hain, you don't see them anymore, but that was kind of our crew. And then Riley, Spencer McLaughlin, Shoji's. Eric was more our age. And then Taylor was a bit younger, so he was like kind of too small.
Right.
We didn't really think about him too much until he got a little older. And we're like, oh, he's actually good. We're like, oh, I forgot about him.
Exposed to y'all, probably like got picked on some.
Yeah, we forget about it. And then Madison was Taylor's age. They played club together, but they just weren't, when we were real young, they weren't big enough to handle. Spencer McLaughlin was really good. Shoji's Kavika was pretty good. Probably missing someone. But in terms of beach, like me and Brad Lawson, we would just hang out at the beach all day.
Yeah.
So we were just beach rats. We weren't volleyball players. Me and Brad weren't volleyball players at all. And then you have these kids who grow up in these beach families, these volleyball families, Krabs, McKibbins, McLaughlin, Shoji's. And they would come down to play volleyball more, like, whereas I was at paddling practice, like in the water and goofing around. But then I came upstairs and we kind of all became friends somewhat in that way, or they knew of us, we knew of them. But the polished volleyball guys, Riley and Spence and them, Kavika, they were like, man, these beach rat kids just like goofing
down on
off.
y'all.
Yeah. I mean, kind of like, just like, I mean, we were just goofing around, literally making trouble all day. And then, so what happened eventually was we started getting older, end of high school, and we're trying to put together the best teams. Riley was probably the most competitive, and he started to figure the game out. Him and Spence actually came up, and they had a connection with Stein. So they came up and like picked Stein's brain for a week up in Santa Barbara at one point. And And then I was playing the daddy and whatever. Riley saw me play and saw my ability to block and whatnot. And then
Saw potential.
he's kind of like, try it. Let's play together. I was like, all right, whatever you say, let's go. And then he kind of like showed me the rope, like made me the kind of focus and like, let's try to win now, like really try to go all in. And
is it over? Like,
so we tried to win the island tour, basically,
right.
the open tournaments. They're all down there in Honolulu.
Queens Beach.
With our small group, we actually made it up, and we ended up winning and beating some of the college guys and some of the top guys at the time. But by the end of high school, I think I was the best, probably beach player. Trevor was always good, but he kind of like, he was dabbling. Like he didn't really go all in. He just knew the game because he's.
Well, he thought he was gonna be a basketball player, right?
He thought he was gonna be basketball. He didn't even play basketball in high school. But then I think I was probably the best. Like for people seeing, it's like, oh, Tri's good at beach. Whereas like I wasn't getting exposure indoor.
Yeah.
So that's why I took it. I was like, I guess I'm the best beach player. And when I came out here, I was like, I'm gonna show everyone on the mainland that I'm the best beach player too. But then like Trevor seeing me succeed, I'm sure he was just like, I know how good I am compared to Tri. And then so the confidence came, and Taylor obviously, his confidence crazy. Madison McKibben was a really good beach player. For his age, he was probably the best. He came up, was junior national team, all that stuff.
Do you think that pocket is still going to feed, or was that just a special time?
It'll feed for sure. It's whether these kids want to play beach or not. A few of them that grew up at the club, like they know how to play beach. You should, if you want to see good beach volleyball fours, come to the Daddy Hayne.
You talk about that a lot.
Dude, December 20th in Hawaii at Outrigger. Small venue, but bro, I'm telling you, the talent over the years has gotten so good. I mean, Taylor's made the final most years, but like you see the draw, you're like, there's no guarantees here.
Right.
Half the UH team's playing.
Yeah.
And then you got like a bunch of us pros are coming back, and then you have the ex-pro, like Kavika Shoji's coming, getting out of his desk job and coming and playing, and it's just high level, like guys flying high, bouncing balls.
Yeah.
It's good volleyball.
I know that obviously the Hawaii baby court's been talked about a lot, but it still is a story that needs retelling, on a bigger stage. I
would like to like get Frito together and like let's go like actually tell this story. See if we can get some archival footage from the moms or something.
Yeah.
There's a few pictures out there, but like maybe we have footage from the birthday parties back in the day, and see who's interview like the older Hawaii generation to our generation to the new one. I think it'd be cool.
How does it feel to be the like when you just barely retired? So like y'all are the vets now.
Yeah.
When did you feel that transition?
Vets on tour and all that.
Yeah.
When Phil and Nick
when they left,
Jake and
you're like, we're the elder states.
I felt like vets because these young players were coming in, and I was like, I'm clearly a part of this group, the older generation. But then once they left, it was like, because when they're still around, it was like, these guys are 10 years older than me. Like, we're going to be young as long as they're around. And then they left, and it was like, boom, we're 10 years older all of a sudden. And then you become a parent, and you're like, all right, you go back to Hawaii, and kids are like, hey, uncle. I'm like, oh, what the hell is going on? But yeah, I think once those guys left, for sure.
Well, I think that what y'all provided is why ABP has some name recognition right now. Like, is because of y'all.
I mean, who do you think's the face of the brand right now in terms of men and women? Obviously TKN and
TKN on the
Brandy and Mel and
TKN
Clays
by far. But on the men's side, I mean,
not Clays, Chang.
On the men's side, it has to be Taylor and Trevor. I mean,
I don't even want to say it because I'm like biased or whatever, But they're the most interesting commodity out there right now. And then even the top players, the Andys and Miles Evans and Buttinger and Partain and Shaw's coming up and Shulk's still there, and they're not drawing as much. I can see it with the podcast down. I can see it with the numbers.
You see the number?
I just can tell. Troy Field, like people like watching Troy Field, whether he wins or not.
Travis called.
See, you want to download his episodes? I'm seeing it.
Travis called Taylor the cheat code. which is funny for someone that doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't kill the social media game.
Right.
You know, it doesn't share some stuff.
Yeah.
But for sure, like I mean,
The swag factor.
It's the crab era right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And
That's fair.
probably
I haven't heard that.
You probably
I don't
don't
even want to give them that.
Yeah, you don't like, because Trevor's one of your best friends. You don't want to say that.
Exactly. I liked it when it was the Hawaii Boys era.
Right,
Now
right.
it's just them left. But yeah, no, I think other people need to start thinking in terms of that, especially the young players coming up. Like, don't fake it. Everything they're doing is just because they're not doing anything special to. They are taking advantage of opportunities and whatnot, but at least put yourself out there. You know, we need them to.
The blockers. I feel like that's the next thing that needs to bubble up. You know, is it Derek Bradford? You know, I mean, it's Andy's time, but who's coming up after him?
It's Andy and Chase. That's all we got right now. And then you got Shaw and Weber. Yeah. And then below that, it's.
I'm telling you, someone needs to go.
Who is it?
Someone needs
Derek
to go.
and Labubu. You know, these are the two that people are looking at saying. The spots are here for the taking. Yeah. There's four good dudes up there, but like we need like that guy. You know,
someone needs to go down to San Antonio and Austin, grab George Human.
Yeah,
he's the real deal. Okay. 6'11", can set.
First time hearing that name.
Oh yeah, he played
he knows
on.
Where he's got to go, right?
He's got a job there and all that. But Taylor asked him to play Laguna or Newport, but then it fell through. So there's eyes on him. 6'11", can set, can move like a guard. Like he's got massive potential, and it's just some California player needs to pluck him for MBO or Huntington Beach. And I think everybody will see like, oh, there's someone in Texas that could be the real deal.
Listen, I promise you, everyone's looking for the new, a new top, let's just say top 5 blocker on tour and for the U.S. We're all looking for the 1 and 2 kind of guys.
Yeah.
In addition to Andy and Chase, but if you think you're that dude, put yourself out there and go do it.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I know we're nearing the end of time. No, who's gonna make the Olympics on the men's side?
I think there might be more shakeups.
Really?
Before next year, yeah.
Okay.
I think Andy and Taylor, it's just hard for me to not say that's a lock. If they're healthy and just going for it, I just think it's them. They gotta be a lock.
And not just because I watched them on the beach today, but I think Kame and James have, if they can stay healthy, I mean, it's a lot of potential.
Talent-wise, they have it there. I would still give, based on what I've seen, right now you got to give it to Chase and Miles.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously, you don't know if Partain's coming back.
Right.
You don't know who Trevor's going to end up with. Wyatt looked pretty damn good, by the way.
Yeah. Is that the Trevor factor, or is Wyatt just ascending?
I think people aren't realizing how good Wyatt's finally getting the stage to show himself, show people how good he is. You give him a good partner. He's just been steady the whole time. Like this dude's, it's kind of an unassuming game. So he's playing with someone, let's say, that was at his level a year or two ago. You just kind of assume it's both of them, but like then you start to realize his level never drops. You can put him with a higher level player, he rises to that level player, and he's showing that with the highest level right now.
I'm excited for this run because I feel like it's gonna be new teams. Like there's gonna be some turmoil and drama, and it's gonna set things.
Interesting.
Oh well, I mean TKN's a lock. Then
and it's hard to bet against Chang and.
Oh yeah.
and,
Kelly's incredible. Travis always talks about how she might be the best player. She every player she plays with, she wins with.
Yeah.
And
now she's got Megan Kraft.
Yeah, who was a phenom.
But then we got talent under that too.
Oh.
I'd say that's our same thing, top tier. There's these two are in the top tier, and then there's a tier below that.
Yeah.
But injuries, shakeups.
Because I'm on the show, I have to say that it's going to be Gina and Megan. Because
for sure.
Gina, Taylor Nutterfield, and I were in a Wordle text thread. It was very nerdy. We've been in it for like 4 years, so I'm always rooting for Gina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is going to play a little international. Or
yeah. They're in Mexico right now.
Let's go, Gina.
Yeah. I tried to get her to come on, so we could have a present player representation for the discussion.
Recruiting class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know. We watch every
podcast. Did Travis ever give you my note card?
I don't think so.
So one time I sent him your career year by year so that you would have it to reference, because you're always like who did I play with in 2014?
See, that's why I surround myself with you and people like you and Travis. I'm just like, can you guys tell me what year
did I get sick again?
Did I not mentioned?
Yeah.
I don't.
So I sent him like, give this a try for episodes, so he knows what year he did what.
I should have that. I was thinking about it. I need like a whiteboard over here,
Yeah,
in the back I can reference.
Yeah, no, that was. I guess he never sent it to you, but I could tell you about it now. Yeah, so
Maybe he
I
did.
gave you a cheat
back?
sheet. Oh, it was probably like a year or two ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe he did.
When it was when y'all were still doing the podcast together.
Okay. Yeah, that was maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, dude, what else? What else did we not hit? ABP Austin. We need
ABP Austin next month. It's not a heritage event, but we're going to treat it like a heritage event. There's going to be premier seating. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be a player pantry, food for the players. We're going to have finals under the lights.
Yep.
I don't want to sound like a marketer or promoter, but I do want to sound like a marketer or promoter. Come to ABP Austin. We need some of the big names. There's already a few big names signed up, including an FIVB Olympian that signed up, Borman's with Evan Corey.
I love that he's putting himself out there. We were supposed to play in FUDs together, which I have to take full responsibility for.
Well,
we're doing the road trip, and it just couldn't line it up.
That's probably the biggest name so far. I think Gina's playing. It's those contender events got a few big names, but there's obviously some limitations because if you're a league player, you can't play with your league partner. But you can play with another player as long as they're not in the top. I think it's 40 or 50. So ABP Austin, Cities Challenge. We also have our Triple Crowns. No one is throwing more ABP events than ATX Beach. We're throwing 6 ABP next a year, and they're averaging 50 teams.
Yeah.
I want to say it's because we're offering a consistent product.
Yeah.
And we're treating it like an ABB tournament. It's a scheduled tournament.
What's the vibe for people that want to come and just watch?
Oh, the bar. There's a full bar. There's shade everywhere. You've been there. Yeah.
Indoor, outdoor vibe. Yep.
Yeah. Music. We usually have a food truck on site.
Yep.
Yeah. We're trying to create an event atmosphere.
Yeah.
Player experience, customer experience.
Yeah.
And if we do that well, then everything else takes care of itself.
Love it.
Yeah.
Sick.
I appreciate
Anything
it.
else before?
No, man, this has been great. I was a little nervous at the beginning, but I appreciate it.
No, yeah, you polished it up real quick.
All right. Thanks.
No, it's been good, man. We appreciate you coming out here, making the effort, and obviously pushing the sport and doing everything you do. We know you don't get enough credit, probably.
Thank you.
Yeah.
SANDCAST tour, ATX Beach next year.
Oh, we know.
Okay.
We know. We know where we need to go.
All right.
The question is whether we get there. We are.
I feel it. We're manifesting.
Yes, we are. Exactly. Let's go, Travis. Come on. Quit your job. No, I'm just sorry, Brooke and Nick. All right.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Shoots. You got to get it in.
Shoots.
Yeah.